Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey, and we had the Red Rift replay event. All right, so they replayed that Red Rift event, or I think they're calling it the landing, with the visitor landing back down here on the island. And it seems to have went well as far as I can tell. Um, Hopefully, you were able to attend and get that free loading screen for playing during that time period. Um, and it was during the Power Hour on Saturday. There is another Power Hour happening here on Sunday, the day I'm recording. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern. So by the time you're hearing this, by the time I have this episode uploaded, that Power Hour will have already started. So if you're listening to this right when it drops, and you have the time to go play some Fortnite, get in there and go play the Power Hour for Fortnite, which again has the MK7, the self revive, and 4 legendary POIs each match. All right, so yeah, there's that. If you happen to miss the live event both times it happened, they also put out a cinematic video of the event on their social media, so you can watch it in a nice, like, cinematic, epic way, rather than just watching it yourself live in game. They got some really good angles of the event that makes it, just look that much more epic. So, check that out. And that's the big news I have for you today. I feel like I haven't done this in a while because I keep forgetting about it. But I collected my crew membership items today. I don't know if I did the last couple. I feel like I had to have missed. Oh, did I talk about Gale and Salil? Maybe I did. I don't remember. But this new one that just came out, if you're a crew member, is Skull Raider. I like this one. It does remind me of, like, I'm a Seahawks fan, but I am also a fan of the Oakland Raiders. I know that might sound, I guess, the Las Vegas Raiders now, but I know that might sound weird, but ever since I was a kid, I was also a fan of the Raiders, and this outfit reminds me of something you would see some Raiders fans wearing. Skull Raider, a specter of doom approaches. So yeah, I don't know. I like the look of this one, and there was a run there where a lot of the crew outfits just look like normal, everyday, like, human beings. So I like when they, make them look a little bit more unique than that. So I like this one. All right. So there you go. The crew membership is out. Let's see here. Let's take a look at how many people are playing this game. Okay. Battle Royale, 305,000 this morning. Oops. What did I just do? Reload has 153,000, OG 65,000, Blitz 37,000, Odyssey 14,000, Brick Life 3,000, Save the World 8,000, Festival 2,000, Creative 5,000, Rank Ballistic 2,000. Okay. Yeah, there's a look at your epic modes. For our creator made modes, Steal the Brain Rot, 335,000, and then The next one, 1v1v1, 1v1, 1v1, has 12,327. What a huge difference. I mean, Steal the Brain Rot is just insane with the numbers it gets compared to all the other modes. A 1v1 with every gun, 11,000. Go up for Brain Rots, 9,000. Build a house, 8,000. Peace Control 2v2, 8,000. Bed Wars, 8,000. Mega Red versus Blue, 7,000. Roots versus Brain Rots, 7,000. The Pit Free for All, 7,000. Murder Mystery, 7,000. Go to Zone War, 6,000. And there's a whole lot more to be discovered in the Discover tab. If we take a look at our peak player count, 2,392,579. Again, it's the weekend, so it gets a big boost, and then the weekend from Steal the Brain Rot itself gets a big boost. So it's it's cool to see Battle Royale itself get a big boost like that on the weekends. It being like the OG mode, not literally the mode that they call OG, but like the mode that was the original thing to get this game popular, and then being so good, and then a creative mode being right up there with it, and on some weekends past it. So it's cool to see. All right, so there you go. There's a look at that. Let's go take a look at quests. Give you that reminder to do those quests. Get your stories done, your weeklies, your dailies, your milestones, and your ranked for some ranked rewards. All right. Nothing new added in here, but just work on getting those done. And then when it comes to the compete tab still not working in console. So I wonder again if it will let me. If I go to Battle Royale, I have to go to the Battle Royale tab. Or no, I have to go by the Buy Epic tab. Okay, no, so the competitive stuff isn't up yet. But I know it's we're on the weekend, so there should be some FNCS stuff going on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Now, even on the website, they make the calendar hard to follow. It doesn't even show March yet. I can only click on February and see the events in February. It is now March. They don't have a tab up for March. Let me see. If I go to overview, maybe that spot will. Okay, here we go. And then they at least have the upcoming events. Oh, but when I click on it, it goes away. So I have to stay on this page and scroll. Let's see. Today is Sunday. The Reload Elite Series finals. That's what's going on today. So again, keep your, if you're on console like me, either go to the website and go to the overview section for competitive so you can find the upcoming events, or the FNCS Division 1 is also. Oh, no, that's tomorrow. So for Sunday, yeah, just the Reload Elite Series finals. So, keep that in mind and look up the time if you're on console. If you're a mobile series player, you got something going on today, and a duos ranked cup Zero build also happens today. And if you're on console like me, go to Fortnite.com, click on the competitive tab, go to the overview section, and then they at least have a list of, as long as you set your region, it'll show you the time that these events are happening for you. So you know when to log in and start playing. All right, so there you go. There is a look at competitive. And now let's go take a look at the item shop so I can give you my item of the day. I will remind you to use code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop because some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Now, I don't think I had Blaine record an episode last night, or he didn't record an episode last night, and that's my fault because I had him up watching some movies with me, and he fell asleep watching movies with me. And I'm pretty sure he didn't record before that. So I'm just gonna give my I'm with A again. Sorry for that. And I have to look this up. If this is from something. Oh, that's why. I thought that looked familiar. Okay. So, my item of the day is going to be Grace Ashcroft from Resident Evil, new to the item shop, 1,500 V-Bucks, and it's just Grace Ashcroft from Resident Evil. No back bling, no other items, just Grace Ashcroft herself. I didn't see any of the other Resident Evil items in the item shop, just that one. So there you go. That's my pick for the item of the day today. My family, they like to watch the Resident Evil games be played by me. So they torture me with me being the one that actually has to hold the controller and feel the effect of not knowing what's coming and having to be the one that reacts to coming. But yeah, my family likes to watch me play the Resident Evil games. Like, they even buy me the Resident Evil games without me asking for them so that they can, basically for themselves, so that they can watch me play. My goodness. But yeah, there you go. That's my item of the day. I like it. Let's get to some comments and reviews. It is a Sunday, so let's get to some reviews from the community over on Apple Podcast, where Wolfmeat says, "Good job, Blaine. You're doing a great job doing the pod. My question for the pod this week is, and I want Blaine's thoughts as well as Mikey's, what is your favorite original Fortnite character? In other words, your favorite character that Fortnite created themselves and not a licensed character like the Bride or Ninjago. Example characters: Fish Sticks, Drift, and the Seven." Okay. Nice question. I will have to remember to pass this question along to Blaine so that he can answer it himself as well. And for me, now this is where, because the examples you're giving, they're all characters that have, like storyline connections. I notice. So, is it a requirement that the character like have storyline connection? Because for me, I like Suki. Suki is like one of my most favorites. I like Whiteout. And those are just the outfits themselves that I really like Bush Ranger. I really like, and some other outfits. I still think Suki probably one of my all-time top favorites for original characters. But none of them have any like storyline connection. And like I said, I just noticed the ones that you mentioned, they do. And I guess if I had to pick one that was like storyline connected, that I think is really cool, sounds like it's coming back soon based on the posts that they've been putting up, is The Foundation, played by The Rock. So yeah, that's pretty cool to me. So yeah, that would be one that I know for sure is storyline connected that I would pick. Thank you for the question, Wolf Me, and thank you for the review as well. And Nosy Minnow says, "Sup, Mikey? I'm so happy we are finally getting the older story elements back, like the Seven and the Last Reality. Also, I played the Rocket event. It was so cool. Also, I have a theory. I think back in the Chrome season, everyone who was chromed, like the scientists, Origin, and Visitor, got taken to a like Chrome reality instead of killed, and we might get a distress signal or something from them with the signal thing we put near the Battle Wood sign in the quest. But anyway, sorry for the long comment." No, I like that you have a cool theory in there. I could see that, being a cool thing and a cool story moment to get some of these characters back. So yeah, I like it. Thank you for your review. Elijah the Goat says, "Love. It is really hard to have 2,000 episodes." Yeah, I think it would be for a lot of people. But I guess it's pretty easy when you record an episode almost every day over the last however many years I've been doing this now. Like I said, I think it's like somewhere 8 or 9 years, something like that. I don't know. I think somewhere around 8 years. So yeah. But thank you for the review and the love there. And Cobra Kid says, "Okay, I like the podcast. Great podcast, Mikey." Hey, thank you so much. And thank you so much, everybody who left those 5-star ratings and reviews, because it really does help out the show. All right, let's see here. Nothing over on YouTube. Let's see here. On Spotify, somebody called Spotify says, "I am 11 years old." Nice. Luke says, "I hope Seattle gets another NBA team eventually." Luke, I hope so as well. They keep toying with us and saying that it's getting near to, getting close to happening, that the NBA is looking at finally ready, being able to expand the NBA and not have to move any teams from anywhere. Potentially, they do want to move some teams, but they would rather not, and they would like to expand. And Seattle is one of the top cities to put a team in. So, yeah, hopefully that does happen soon. Nathan says, "Thanks for the shout out on the podcast. My YouTube and Twitch are Motion Frost. I'm a fan of the Seattle Kraken, Detroit Lions, Blue Jay, Raptors, and Michigan Wolverines. Also, love that Uno is in Fortnite now. Time to yell at my friends, lol." Oh, nice. Okay, you got a pretty good, variety of teams that you like from a few different places there. Interesting. Right on, Nathan. Thank you for your comment. And yeah, Uno, I think, is going to be fun to have in Fortnite now. And all right, that looks like all the comments today. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the show. Make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.